Hi everyone, my name is José Calderon. This time we are going to talk about ambiguous ads, syntax and grammar. So, to start, I would like to talk about syntax and grammar definition that are the rules that we have to follow when we are going to write or speak a foreign language or native language. So that are the scale of rules that we have to follow to avoid misunderstandings. So in this case, we're going to see correcting reject slogans, and we are going to watch the main reason and what is the importance of advertising language. Because in this case, we're going to talk about how important is the structure and how we can correct these mistakes. So, to start, I would like to talk about prescriptive and descriptive grammar. About the first case in this slogan. This slogan tells us, "Eat healthy, you know." So, as a key point, what is wrong in this case? The traditional prescriptive grammar tells us as one of the most important rules that a pronoun cannot 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 be inside an adjective and time. In this case, you is between healthy and now. So for the reason it's wrong because we have to follow a logical order or grammar structure. So in this case, subject plus verb plus objective. So the correct version on this in this case can be eat healthy now. So simple. Or if we want to create an emphasis in the word you eat healthy now. So next we have the second case in this slogan. The company applied the cream to the woman with a smooth skin in the restroom. So the scripted approach tells us that we have a lot of functions or forms to create a sentence. The most basic is a subject plus verb plus objective. But we have three more of them. So that is the most common mistake that we have or we do when we are talking or we are learning a new language because our understanding of this language is limited. So we have to know that we create a lot of phrases in different orders, and we have to be careful with this because some slogans or long phrases can have two meanings. For example, if we read this slogan, we can understand that the company applied the cream to the woman. The woman has the smooth skin, and she was in the restroom. But if we read carefully, we notice that we can understand something else. That the company applied the cream to the woman with the smooth skin. In this case, the smooth skin can be the object that the company used to apply the cream. And also we can understand that the company was in the restroom, not the woman. So two meanings can be interpreted when we don't emphasize the order that we want to give the main message to our customers. In this case, for example. So we have the tree diagram that tell us how is divided the sentence. For example, the sentence is divided by a noun phrase and verbal phrase. In this is divided with determinants, nouns, verbs, noun phrase, and as we can see, each word has a function inside the sentence. So we can move in four different meanings, but we have to follow a logical order to give this logical order or the message that we want to give. So we have to take care with this specific order of the words. So the next slogan in this case tell us the linguists know that the company designed the best app that convinced the client who hired them. So in this case we can see a recursion. The recursion is related to that we can add more information or details with subordinated or relative clause. In that case, the relative clause is who, and the subordinated clause is that. We can see two subordinated and one relative. So that it means that we can add more information or more details to into a sentence, or in this case, in this slogan, we can add more details about why we hired them, or what this ad has to convince the clients. So in this case, we can notice that the phrase structure rules tell us that they have to follow a specific order. For example, the main clause is the linguistics know X. X is the rest of the sentence. So the sentence has noun phrase and verbal phrase. The noun phrase is divided with determinant and noun. The verbal phrase is divided with verbal phrase. The verbal phrase is divided by verb and complement phrase. And the complement phrase is divided with complement in the rest of the sentence. Okay, we have now that tree diagram that, as we can see, always start with noun phrase and verbal phrase, and each word has a specific function to create the slogan or the main clause. So we have two forms to understand this message. The deep structure, that is the first ideas that we have in our mind to create a message, and sometimes in the majority of the times are that the object is after the verb always. And then we have the surface structure, that is the final form of the sentence when we create the final sentence, because we can create it in an active form or passive form. But these two forms always have the same definition. For that reason is that I say that we can put this word after that and this one before that, but we have to take care, because the grammar and syntax tell us how to write it, and in which verb is the complement of this noun, or this noun is not corresponding with this one, and we have to know the grammar structure and the syntax structure, and how this sentence we can create it in a question. As I said before, only moving parts. In this case, when we have the word that, we know that is what the complement. So what pass to the first of the sentence, and to create a sentence could be, what did the linguist know that the company designed it? As we can see, the definition are the same but with different orders. In this case, we have the simple sentence, but now we have a question sentence. So we have to take care about the importance of the grammar structure, how to put each word to create a logical order, and for my part, that's all, and thank you for listening too. Bye bye.